Video games are an easy way to quit reality and to find fake sense of purpose, because when we come back from job, from school, we sit on the computer and start playing, we feel this motivation to do this, because we have plan, we know what to do, we feel that we are progressing, because in every game it's set to make you feel that you progress from the beginning. In every game you get some bonuses, you get some money, virtual money, you get some things, and later you need to work in order to obtain new things, new levels, new maps, and it gives you sense of purpose. And when you will achieve this beginning phase, it makes you addicted from the beginning, because you get something and now you feel desire to get even more. That's why you start playing more, and in many cases it gives you also sense that you're connecting with people and you feel that you're competing. And we all as people like to compete, and if you know that we are winning, it gives us enormous level of pleasure and satisfaction and self-confidence. But it doesn't translate usually to our real life, because in order to get better in real life, we should progress in real life, and we should take care of our problems in real life, and we should not treat playing video games as a quitting reality, quitting our emotions, running away from what needs to be done. So video games, for most people, most players, are just waste of time, and by playing video games you're wasting a lot of time, energy and life. And later you feel that you don't have time for doing what is really essential. And later you struggle with procrastination, because also playing games is also kind of procrastination, when you know that you have something that needs to be done, but still you're playing. To be honest, a lot of players are giving so much time to these video games that in a week they could do so much more productive things in their life, and they will give them much more satisfaction. But in games, it's much easier to obtain these achievements and later feel this dopamine spike, but your brain cannot distinguish that this is just video game, and these satisfactions are not going to last long, and they are not going to give you measurable results in real life. There are some exceptions, people who are genuinely interested in esports, and I respect it, you're doing a great job. But you need to remember that most people still are not going to be in esports because they are not dedicating enough time, and they don't have this as their goal. If your goal is to really be esport master, professional player in a professional player, then it's totally okay. But set this goal for yourself and dedicate conscious hours for this, and don't treat it like your addiction, because see that most people who are professional players in video games are not addicted to it. They just play it, they have fun, but besides this they take care of their life. Usually they train on gym, they have good relationships, they are not no lives, because usually people the more, it's not about how much time you spend and energy playing on computer, it's about how efficient, how effective you are, and e-players are effective. So if you're just sitting on this computer wasting time and playing a lot but not seeing any good results, you should stop and see what you can improve, or you can quit these games and take care of your real life, and don't distract yourself with this. Because for most young people, these video games are just distraction, and you should use it only when in parties or with friends, but on a daily basis. It should not be on your schedule, because it distracts you, and it gives you free, cheap dopamine. And later, you're depleted from dopamine, you don't know what to do, you feel kinda lost. And later, when you stop playing, you wake up, you stand up, you go and do another things, you start overthinking, and you start ruminating about this game, that you want to play again. This is cluttering your mind, in positive or negative way. In positive, it can. If you're playing it in very rare moderation, you can get some insights from game about how to improve things in real life, how things works. But in most cases, it's just thinking it's just not working in a positive way for your mindset, for your mental health, for your emotions. So the sad truth is that video games are made to addict you. Whilst they are when people create these video games, they hire some specialist to tell them how to make this game more addictive. Because if you're creating video game, you know that you want to make it as addictive as it can. To make people spend time playing this, to make people spend money on this. Also, a lot of people spend tons of money on video games, which is totally unimaginable for me, because I don't know what's the point. But if you see that people are enslaved to this, and you still don't see it as a problem, you treat it like a normal thing that you play 2 or 3 hours a day, you should change your mindset and calculate how much time per week, per month you can save if you quit this. If you play video games for 2 hours a day, which is not that much, but a lot of people are playing like this, especially young people. 2 hours a day of playing video games. In a month, it's 60 hours. How much things you can do with it. So you see, the sad truth is that we gave a lot of our life to these video games, and later, over time, when we see it on our life, we don't see these measurable results from playing them, and we find excuses that it was a great time, I learned so much things. We need to be honest with ourselves and see that most of this time playing video games is just wasted, and it gives us emotions, but on this logical level, it doesn't improve us in any way, and we can take this time and put it into things that really matter. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.